in the stadium. A lot more support for the Gen.G side.
Thank you, Cast. If you don't have double sheriff, you guys went against the rule. Lose one, instant reaction, double push down towards C.
Yeah, no damage taken
Or
either,
lose
but
A,
Yeoman
double
just
push.
holding a bit of an angle,
And
waiting
Yeoman
for a
is
far
in the
peek
biggest
out,
one
but
and
it looks
dump
like it's
I've
just
ever
gonna be a
seen.
setup and an
Unless the
immediate
wall comes
jiggle.
up in time
Is he
after the
ready for
flash
more?
shot.
There's util in hand. There's the flash coming out. The flash point. Toxic screen just to keep them at bay. Yeoman decided to drop back out. He does a lot of damage
He
to that
did
shot
tank
dart
him with
against
the
Gen.G.
recon here.
Trying to utilize
We
the
got to
decay
push
that might have
behind.
been
We got
left
no
over.
util for this one because obviously the
Gen.G will
turret was
survive with
used.
56
Oh,
HP.
we got human turret. So good.
You need to stay in that spot. Backing off now.
Crocodile went over towards default, did a little bit of damage.
Short might give them a little bit more value finding Foxy 9. But that's the only person that they spotted, so maybe.
Okay, get close, drop your own wall. No, Munchkin's push for his own wall.
Since he's the only one
Is he like trying to bait that he wouldn't push for his own wall?
You know
I'm not
he's
sure.
the turret working out for Xfero. Estrella also another cleanup against Yeoman. It's just going to be Charon all alone. Now comes the hunt.
Hey,
Okay, he still
nice.
gets one, but
No ducky.
A little bit of a loss.
Kind of close.
4-stack onto C.
4 pass and oh.
oh, well, it's a 3-stack here as well from RRQ.
Absolutely melted them, but we got
clean with the
Foxy
first
9,
shot,
who they
giving
haven't
them the
found.
opportunity. Okay, Foxy 9 still left over. Not going to get
Wow.
stunned. He gets 2 kills. Is this another repeat?
My
Okay,
goodness, I was going
Estrella.
to say, he's a
Woo!
unit.
Avoiding danger
Tanking
right
all
there,
the
still
shots.
keeping that full health, but it's already weapons dropped. Xfero has to come back, has to be in position to pick it up at the end of the round. Yeoman
The
all alone.
EDG
Any more
win? Yeah,
damage
that's
against
that's
RRQ,
impressive,
and
dude.
that would be a
Honestly,
moderate
for Trace, we're
success.
going to win that. I'm impressed they won Bind.
Still having
Straight
that
up.
Spectre being able to.
And they won
against
3-1.
Foxy 9, but down to the last one, Yeoman.
They
Don't
did,
imagine he should be able to do too much
nice shot.
as he
They did just...
same triple peak. But this time, what they see is
We
a
are
closed
farming
war, so
orbs
they have to
on
kind of show
the
back off,
Omen.
find
Nope.
something else.
On the breach.
So putting pressure on that, it looks like it's just going to be a step-by-step clear as their default, right? Putting some pressure on C main, putting some pressure over by Garage.
Okay, pretty sure the
clearing out
comms didn't come in
util
fast
over
enough
in
and the
B.
alarm bot got destroyed.
Eventually, that opens them up to maybe go for a B
Instead of
hit, but right
taking
now
back.
it's going to be another Garage. There's the Nano Swarm drawn out, some damage taken.
Quick enough from Foxy 9. Texture. It's kind of rotating back and forth across B as well, but now smoked off.
Okay,
as
over
it seems
towards
to push.
A.
So it does
We
keep
haven't been
Gen.G
holding
players
this line the
closer
whole
towards
time.
C site, that's
And
what
there
the
is a bit of pressure
does.
over towards
Yeah,
short.
you still haven't seen
And I
anyone
think
push fully out from
Yeoman's
A main,
taking
so
a bit of a
RRQ
gamble on
hoping
this.
that it's just
But
gonna
as
be
we
a
can see, it's
reset
going to pay
on
off.
the default here, but the real question is Foxy 9
And
holding
Foxy
close
9
on
has
C
got a
main.
lot to do.
The drone, you know, a little bit there. Texture made a bit of a movement to try to force RQ to think about Garage, but they actually just doubled down. More players being sent through, and that's going to be the opening kills.
Very
into the
nice
site.
for the
Foxy 9 this time
bonus.
not
They
quite
managed
able
to get
hold.
one, which makes it
Texture, though, with a bit of a
tempting
spray,
and
will be able to
doable, but
find
he doesn't have a
Gen.G, so
wall.
not too bad. Still a
And
bit of an
we
opportunity
don't
for
have an
Gen.G.
Omen
Yeah,
flash.
just waiting to
So how and
launch that
after
as soon
they get
as the
over
attack
towards
happens.
site.
Smoke going to clear. Kushi
And
still waiting.
I
Turret
love the
comes
fact
online. There's a recon. It's a quick hit from
that
Xfero.
Estrella goes
and
to
that
where
should
they
be
just got a
shutting
kill.
down the retake. Xfero good for another.
Pistol into the
And that's gonna be
bonus.
the save
4
from
people
Yeoman.
surviving.
A bit of
Money
an
through the roof.
uncharacteristic death from Munchkin, trying to cover for Texture, but he stays a bit too long.
Great
And
start.
gets sniped out by Jemkin on the swing out from backside. And that really spelled trouble for Gen.G. Yeah, Texture, you know, he trades it through spam through the smoke, but already you've given up so much space.
And ultimately, that's what gives RRQ the win and the site. Starting things off on a map like this, you know, I was thinking they looked pretty good, RRQ, playing against TFM last week. Being able to shut down Mei that much. Now you're seeing Texture coming in with that Neon, and so far, especially on this defensive side,
What's the
not really
pros of
finding too
using
much
Killjoy
successes
over
just yet.
Cypher?
And
So
confirming
it
that
used to
bonus as
be.
well
People don't use it
definitely
as much
does
anymore.
make you
But it used to
think,
be
or
that
at
you
least
could
give you
like
a
have
lot
your
of
alarm
hope
bot or
for
turret over
RRQ to
towards B
maybe
with a
find little
molly,
bit more.
and you would normally
Yeah,
be able to
and
like
I
stop the
wouldn't be
plot time. Now
the
people
third
just use it to
round
just
of
fight
12
these areas a
rounds
bit
of,
more.
A-site from Team Secret. So we'll see if they continue to do that
And
right
then
now.
obviously the
Going for a
Cypher's
bit of a
just
switch up when they have the weapon
better on
advantage,
the
but
A
we'll keep
stuff
our
and
eye on
just
the next round
mixing
when it's
up
buys on
info,
both
kill
sides yet
trips,
again.
and just being able to
Always
flood
playing
in.
those mind games. But for now, Gen.G, you know, hearing that little bit of early shots now stacking up towards A. 4 players on this side, I should say.
The Killjoy, you pretty much, well,
Should
at least with
stab
how Gen.G play
a
it,
little
you
bit.
pretty much are fighting a lot
Thinking
more
of
than
peeking out
leaving
long.
it.
All right, waiting for it. It's going to be a multi-swing with Texture, and there he goes. He's trying to weave, and there's a good paranoia. The spray
He
down.
nearly got an
And
extra
support
on
from
there as well.
Terran.
Great
An
molly on
instant
top of this
triple
one.
kill from Texture.
And
The trap
you would have seen me
play
speak
works
about
wonders for
this
Gen.G as
quite.
the
Every
bells and
team,
whistles
every
here
team's
for
got
Gen.G
one.
to get them riled
Well,
up.
every team should have one.
Jemkin now trying to get ahead.
Or like their
Okay,
own
focus
version.
back onto the A site.
It's definitely a lot better with Breach because you like damage here, force them into the open stun.
No attention given to Garage or B.
With that, money's great. We got a judge for Foxy holding aggro, and we have a turret overseas. So on his own, he's holding the whole of this. So if they did want to lean 4 people over towards A, they could.
Be a bit of a tell for Gen.G at least. So 3 players very ready to receive.
Yeah, and they're starting to. Karen's going to be here with maybe able to flash through.
So that's why Gen.G is so confident. There's a drone out, but Gen.G gets ahead of it with a nice little peek.
The 6th shot.
Lovely. And now the drone already spent as well.
Yeah, smokes out. Munchkin holding a close angle. If he can survive, it could be good. He's going to get one. Is he ready for another? There's the rolling thunder.
Munchkin's probably dead, but he can hide behind.
But they can't get in just quite yet. Munchkin, he's still holding strong.
Monyet was too slow.
Taken down. They have to clear out Munchkin.
That guy tanked the breach short and was just allowed to chill. Yeah, I control reaction from that. Push down C again with the AWP. What is that? Okay, missed the. Oh, Gunbarrow's gonna. No.
The only place to go right now for RRQ is going
3
to be
people
that
on
B-site.
C though. Sorry, B.
He's ahead of it. He spots Omen. He gets 1 kill. He instantly gets traded by Foxy. Foxy9 is back on the site. No one gets through.
What happened? Was he lit up? Was it a drone or a recon and I just didn't notice? As he hit that 3rd kill.
I mean, what can you truly do? Needing to kind of hang back. I mean, the spike is
I didn't see anything.
Pick it up, but all the angles being held. Foxy9 on the other side. No way. The toxic screen comes back up, and they're looking for some kind of a lucky spam, but nothing's being found. 50 seconds left on the clock. They still
got
quite
the
a bit
full.
to play through.
They still got the full C. There's not too much time for A. You're probably going to see Yeoman start watching in about 15-10 seconds.
No real options.
And they can just hold the spike heavy. And it's another round with so many people surviving. 3K on top of this, like they're an insane pause money-wise.
The coaches may want to remind their players on what they prepared.
Shout out to Foxy9, what is that?
What we saw in the pistol round.
I mean, there were 3 people here, and they had the confidence with the fast flood because the Omen flash.
Trap plays, just Foxy9 doing his thing.
But still.
You really need to find more solutions, right? Thinking back to maybe that triple peek down C, but this time...
I did also like this from Gen.G. The first time they kind of leaned heavy into just Yeoman just getting info over towards A. They did this off retake. And then once the sky became a bit stronger, that's when this stuff and this smoke became the one. And honestly, this stuff is great. I think you want to change up dependent on the comp you're playing.
Yeah, but they did this last round. Now RRQ wasn't quite aware of it.
But Gen.G will relentlessly always go for this. 12 out of 12 rounds.
Just didn't spot him, and Monyet doesn't quite
very,
spot
very
him
nice.
first.
A default again, lose A control reactions, been over towards C each time.
Oh, that had to have been the big call in the timeout, and yet it falls. The Omen gone. No smokes for RRQ on the attack.
Just fatal. Right now, I mean, how do you work your way around the mid rounds?
Drone goes in. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Maybe with the fault line, sure. But Texture just instantly backs off.
Oh,
quickly sprints away. Foxy9 coming back into relay and support the C side as well.
So you were able to push him away. At least you masked some of that information, but the turret is still there on C main. I think they heard it. So if you really want full control, you're going to have to break that, but they don't have much time. It just has to be a hit. Gen.G, assuming that it's a full rotate because of the lack of information. Foxy9 once again alone on the site.
Yeah, Foxy9's going to have to do a lot again. He's in that pause.
So they're slowed down just a bit. Oh,
Recon was going to wreck him. And then was the wall up or something? Because normally they would reactively smoke here. Holy. Okay, at least he distracted enough for Munchkin to clean up on this.
Good attempt
he was going to get hit by the Recon.
Starting to feel that they're running out of options. Trying to go for that default spam through the wall. Pushing the op out of A main, but
okay, big change up in where they put the op on this, and we also have 2 hero guns and a Sova ult if it gets a little bit close. Drone to set up the op, and the Sova is committed. And as soon as this drone goes over towards short, you know where this guy's droning from.
Still don't know. Nobody's checking outside of C main either. So
here comes the drone on short, so Texture knows for sure that guy's in this corner.
Spending that owl drone. This costs quite a bit
for
RRQ, but okay, majestic shot from Cushy out of nowhere.
I mean, you can't help but feel. Oh,
Oh my god. Instant reaction from losing A is just Foxy swinging out for Garage, and he's just popped two of them.
Clean with it.
Gen.G at least made it a trade, so we're kind of back to square one with 3-on-3.
Yeah, but no controls.
What happened
for
to this
RRQ.
guy?
Still double controller for
Looks
Gen.G.
insane.
And now Karon trying for.
Oh my
Look
god,
at
they're all doing it.
Gen.G's pickups have always proven themselves. As the spike is now stranded, Cushy all alone. Karon expects him. He gets the third kill. And everybody coming online one by one for Gen.G. Struggle with against the Viper comp is that you give it a lot of respect, especially once the op comes out. I mean, you don't really have an option, right? Because now you have to worry about the op, but then on top of that, the extra smokes as well. And once you start respecting that, you run out of time. You can't really push and pull across the map. RRQ struggling with that same idea.
Gen.G
we'll focus onto the
set one up over towards A to hold this, but there's been a smoke that's blocked vision. So right now Yeoman's going to drone over towards short, I imagine, to clear this. And they're going to probably hit us and have a good timing over towards A. One inserted, maybe late take Garage, late luck through Garage, late B. Could pull his team back as well if he hears rotate.
This time, back to it all. It's Xfero on the classic lurk. With the rest of the team slowly creeping up A, they got to deal with
this.
If
Foxy pushes here, this is the first time it's like not a reaction and just him pushing. Oh, that is insane. He should not be winning that. But it does pull the rotate, and we kind of missed our spot from here. Does he Sova or do they save it for a retake? Should have saved it for a retake. But one shock to do some damage on the planter. Doesn't even want to risk it. I think that's smart. Got one going under heaven. And Yeoman has a retake recon. We do have damage, and we have Sova shock or a recon if they want to break this killjoy out. There goes the damage, there goes the shock. Looks like it should be enough. They kill the killjoy out.
So now he gets to hold close once again.
What's the backup plan? Backup plan's to
and
send it.
A bit of a double kill, and Monyet swings back up to the top.
Hey, shout out to RRQ, they were very much on top of this one. I think Gen.G needed a backup plan, which should have been Yeoman going down on the ground and Sova ulting, but I maybe would have been too late for it. It was good from this was good from RRQ.
Next round though.
I say fast garage take. Slow
Sides.
garage take.
RRQ once again trying to assert a bit more presence across the map.
I like the late turret from
Why do they believe in Viper so much? I think Munchkin just really likes Viper.
Shock darts try to clear out Garage, trying to draw a lot of attention. It's going to be two members here, and Temkin gets ahead of the operator. That's Garage opened up. Operator down for Gen.G.
Big pickup for RRQ. So then they're able to kind of spread a little bit more across the map. You know, minute left. Munchkin comes back in to refill that space that Texture kind of leaves.
Yeah, so this is how old Gen.G would have played. They would have pushed out from somewhere else and then regroup elsewhere. But the new Gen.G working a little differently. Munchkin going to go for the re-clear, and they're still waiting for it.
Breach
he tries to find a timing, but
when he went a little bit close to the door. Foxy has to kill 3.
Foxy 9 again. Foxy 9, he gets 1, he gets 2! How many times will RRQ run into his open arms?
He's just here to kind of give him a good
and he
hug.
Plays passive because we got a fast flank and he knows that he's not the person to play. But he should just make sound the garage right now.
Do they know about the flank?
Karon from the back.
It's very fast. There's no util to watch for. Nobody's suspecting it. They line up for the double.
God, it's incredible, man. Foxy 9 is actually looking unreal. He's looked over well. When one of them steps up, the other then steps up.
Have to be, especially after all those performances all across the day. But right now, back into it. It's RRQ.
Call me Tayron. Thank you for saying that, bro. I appreciate the kind words.
The defenses. This time it's
yeah, thank you for saying that, dude.
So maybe setting up for the hit. And Karon on the other side. Flash.
Flash.
There's the paranoia, but meanwhile you've already sent Texture down sewer, so you have another angle for the retake. Karon gonna get taken out backside, now taken over.
That was sick though. Fair play, the boss was good.
About
Gen.G did incredible.
He could get a massive multi-kill. He waits, he panics, he's not able to get the double. But
yeah,
Spike's still planning for RRQ,
on the first
and
kill.
it's just going to be
a little bit unlucky
9.
on the first guy that was shooting.
Has been doing so well so far.
Would agree with what I'm saying. They decide to go aggro. They do not want to sit back and get wrecked by these zones.
Ridiculous. Damn Keen now Back towards mid. Cushy though, ooh, able to snipe them through from the window. And there's the Rolling Thunder, straight in, collapsing through, but Munchkin still able to shoot them down as it happens. Flagyan and Xfero finding those trades, and now a bit of an opportunity, a 2-on-1 against Gen.G's Yeoman.
Yeah, using the lockdown to make sure that Yeoman can't approach anytime soon. Yeoman, does he try to go and delete the lockdown?
Yeah, I mean,
no,
what
he's
is he
just
meant to
gonna
do
hold
here?
back, sees if they push in, but
Other
he
than
will just
respect
take his time. He'll go for the reset. At the very least, the lockdown was used before
No
it was
vision
planted,
blocks,
so he
so
still has some time. But it's just gonna be
just go down
far
towards
and
long.
away. You can hold with that one way, so even with the pings being nerfed, you still have some sight lines. Trying to get rid of those nano swarms. One will be popped.
To break the
Denied a second
mollies.
clear.
That molly's a little bit off.
Okay, checking out Covey, but oh, it got spotted out quickly by Xfero.
Yeah, he
So
knows where the
knows
omen
where
is
they
now.
are now. But hit by the flash.
Not sure if there was a reposition there. Yeoman, his sight lines are being bothered. He just hopes that they will peek. He has to tap for another, and Xfero just swings out that feature. And they're all stuck there.
Incredible.
Look at the fault line, just keeping them tied up. Spike down. You can retrieve it, but it's starting to look very tough for Gen.G.
Yeah, Cushy down low. He doesn't want to give up the alt orb either, so he's actually hiding back safe. The smoke comes up just in time as well. I mean, look at RQ just playing the numbers game right now. Gen.G, you know, maybe double back or hang back, find another opportunity.
I don't mind this from RRQ, especially given how low Cushy was, and you just weren't sure if they would go for a fast flood in no matter
they can
what.
5
But now that they've made up their mind, it does have to become a retake. And I mean, I would be a little scared, right? Just because Charon's still alive. And Yeoman, he's had his moments in the past as well.
Trevor smiling, yeah.
So low, we'll see Gen.G
a double pistol on this.
Write them off just yet. Charon's gonna try to get
Double
ahead of
pistol
things.
would be nice.
Allow Yeoman to just go for the plant himself.
Still gotta deal with Charon's frenzy.
Light shield frenzy for Charon too, so that actually is an added potential. But right now, at least with all 5, you know, they do have all that utility to work with. And Charon's kind of leaving Yeoman
I'm not sure he can get
now
5 from
straight
here.
in towards spawn. He spots all of them out,
so
but
committed.
doesn't quite have the opportunity to spray through. No shots connected,
but
and that's just a 1 HP Yeoman.
RQ did great to just RQ did great to just
he just tries to hide right around the corner, like, surely they don't check. Surely.
I'm gonna go stealth mode.
Yeah, exactly. It's like those cartoons where you just hide around the corner, they all run by. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Honestly, if it was a ghost, I think Charon probably there. Now let's see what the buys are going to be. You do get the spike plant, so I'm curious if Gen.G tries to go for a force here.
Definitely would be an interesting prospect given how.
Love a big investment into the second rounds.
Still though, it's kind of
teams could punish that. I think. Again, if they don't get the plant down here, is this not 4 people that either buying Guardian heavy armor or getting the light armor, or they're missing some util? Wait, what the hell is that extra damage on shot?
Yeah, that's a lot actually.
That was a lot of damage.
Armor comes back up.
And they kind of identified
alarm bot swing for Estrella, or in this case now damage.
Earlier on, so maybe looking for a quick way to slip on through. The nano storms and everything getting broken apart as well.
Like the attempt from Foxy
so
there.
A bit of kill against Foxy 9. That was not so bad.
Yeah, and look at the setup on A as well. Cushy prepared to provide support on B if needed, but he can still watch Jemkin's back if Munchkin comes back in. Meanwhile, 2 people still stacked up to hold on to B side. However, if the Neon is able to create distance, a C site hit could be a bit dangerous. Monyet finds one. Counter paranoia goes out.
Oh, Estrella with the fault line as well. It is ready, so maybe he's setting up for a hit. Oh,
they can pivot back over towards here as long as as long as Munchkin doesn't miss a shot here. They might be in a really good spot. We've got 2 people that can get 1 shot. He's got a smoke here, he's got a molly here as well. I would be tempted to delay for his team. Molly, smoke. Yeah, he got a jump peek with that one. A little bit unlucky. Still, got him space. Jules go in. Big swing out with the double swing. Stun's incredible. The stun was incredible. Hit both of them. Shout out to Munchkin as well. The fake pressure over to.
And RQ, they just kind of slip up on that focus. Cushy leaves that window open, tries to rotate a little bit too soon.
He hasn't really, maybe had that experience against Gen.G before, so now, you know, needing to find that out on the fly.
Yeah, well,
But as it goes
the
towards
extra
next
investment
round,
that we were
start things
talking
off
about
early. You know, no guns for
was
RRQ,
one of the
yeah,
reasons,
but
pretty much the
Gen.G's
reason they won the
taking
round.
this really
Did he win it
carefully.
with a classic on A?
Tied
Maybe.
up at 7-7. You know you don't want to take those chances. It's a trap set up by a lobby. Munchkin starting to sense that something is off here. A main completely left open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
meanwhile,
50
Monyet
seconds. They
just
gotta
hold
make a
for a
move.
cheeky little kill
I
by
did
C1.
not keep
So
an eye on where
Munchkin's gonna
Yeoman
make the
used
call
his
that it might be a
drone.
stack over to C, but I wouldn't be surprised if they
And
still
they are
suspect
going into the
an A
gamble
short
stack,
trap
but do they
as
go
well.
heavy
This team's
short
so
where the actual
thorough.
trap play is?
Moment of truth.
Well,
Oh.
Okay, trying to fake that out. I don't know if that was a bit too hard of a sell right there.
how chill is Foxy on this?
Oh no. They still managed to
Deluxe, thank you so much for the raid, dude. Hope the stream is good.
Oh, there's a kill
Thank you for that.
Gen.G dashes on through as well, but inside the smoke, the shorties will come out, and that's going to be Gen.G being able to find those
handled
3
it well.
kills to capture
Who
the
gets the
site.
plant? Munchkin,
So Gen.G really
closer to
slowing
his
things
ult.
down once they catch sight that it's more than one
Oops.
member. Monyet will get one, but that should be the end of it. Estrella stuck up at heaven.
I was unlucky.
Monyet
The
gets
fake
taken
TP
out.
from Monyet nearly got him another
Estrella
kill there, I'm
will
sure.
just be looking for any picks he can get. That's gonna be none as Texture finds him through the wall. Focus on A to combat
Really
that
small though.
toxic
I wouldn't
screen
give it too much of a big one.
Estrella, he's caught out, but no! It's going to
Whoa.
be Gen.G who gets a double alongside Estrella's one.
That's
So
a
3-1
impressive
trade in favor of
two-person hold
RRQ.
front of B.
All outside of B as well. Now this is a RRQ that has to be respected. Gen.G might be able to retrieve the spike, but
I think
where else
EDG or
could they
G2 is
truly
better. From
go?
what I've seen
Karen
so
trying to
far, I
stay
would say
inside the smoke in
G2
case anyone does
way more
kind
in
of
form.
get ahead of it by going inside of the cubby, but it's not quite going to happen. So another smoke comes
I can
out.
change fast though. Don't get me wrong.
They leave C-side open.
I've also
They still
only
trust in
seen
that
2
turret
maps of
over
G2,
by
so
A-side. Turret gets taken out.
and I've seen
So
like
that's a call
what?
for Xfero to slowly
Maybe like 10
go
maps
back
of
towards
EDG.
A. You know there was no one A main just yet because of that alarm bot, but you don't know how far they've pushed in from A short, so they'll leave that open as well.
And a deep smoke from Karen in towards, closer towards A-Link, just to block off spawn.
Oh, but this alarm bot not being clear, that might be the trouble for the remaining 2 members of Gen.G. I mean, it's a 2v4
I mean,
as
they
well.
might be able to get a plant here though.
We'll see. Do they
Smoke
try to
heaven.
identify it early enough? There's a smoke
Varus
coming out.
just gonna
Draws
spam
Xfero
the
back.
right
Alarm
side.
bot. Is there a spray? There is, but he's not going to take his chances. You have the numbers advantage. RQ wants to keep that.
Nice.
Tries to deny the default plan. It's just out of range.
And maybe a chance for Karen, but no, gets shot down.
Damage
by
for Foxy?
Gen.G really quick
No.
in.
Oh, there you go, one.
And just going to go through as well.
2 armor, sorry, 2 gunnery buys. Could, if they want to do some kind of set strat, drop a gun, jet
It
knives.
seems like the writing's on the wall for how long this map is going to go, but
It's just going to be that full buy up. And, oh, okay, the judge from
The
Xfero,
judge
that's
garage. And
working
this
with
is the
credits you
pause
have, but that
that most
causes
people
a
try and
different
play
setup
against
as
this
well.
comp,
Turret
because it's the
and
one place you
alarm bot
can
focused on B and
for
Garage.
sure hold down over
Still have
towards A.
Estrella there to try
There has been a bit of
to buy
pressure
time,
over
but
towards
can he
long,
get
so they're
ahead of
currently
the
droning
Neon?
it,
It's
so
a big
B
question.
is
Here comes
weak.
Texture. He can't. Oh, he does get the kill. Gets him on that flick
I don't know
over with the
how that one's
spray.
hit.
And then the aftershots denied the plan
I don't know
as
how that
well.
one's hit, but it was
Gen.G right now
incredible.
caught within the B
They
site.
feel like they gotta
Munchkin
go
knows he
aggro
has
with
to
this one
push
now.
ahead, try to gain a little bit more space. RQ respects it. Cushy trying to push back up with the fault line. He's not able to get it. The flash is late, but
Whoa,
Estrella
it's a
still
great
gets the
trade though.
Not too bad.
And
Oh,
Killjoy
towards the back,
just
spotted
left
out by
window,
the
but wants to
alarm
be
bot
in
as
window.
well. So Gen.G needing to deal a little bit with Foxy9. Spots him out, tries to play around the walls, but not quite enough. The flash does come out for a bit of an opportunity for Estrella to kind of get into the
Gen.G
site,
owned
but
it.
only good for the one. That still is enough with the numbers being found on the other side as Gen.G takes
Very
down
nice.
the
Money's
back
still good
line
for
and
Gen.G,
into the
especially
site.
with the buy.
defuse for RRQ
Sorry,
to
so
come
especially
up
with the plant.
lead.
2-4 on
Getting
top of
back in
this.
the lead, and I just want
So
to
they
say,
can all buy still.
Foxy9 is
will
clearly,
be-
by the way, really not able to
Yeah,
find
we've
that
got
impact
Sova
here in
ult, so we
Amen.
insta the drone to try to see if there's anyone here. We
Available
say,
as
oh, we have no
well.
stun on that, so it's not like it's the 100%
Ult's
sure
coming
kill combo.
Possibly more online for Gen.G as well, but Gen.G able to shut things down for the time being. Instant kill
Dude,
up against
Gen.G put a lot
Texture.
into this.
And as it continues to go on through, the Hunter Sphere as well from Yeoman, but Cushy still able to find a bit of a fract on through.
I mean, that's everybody down.
Yeah.
While Yeoman was trying to scout
They
out and
owned
do
it, though.
damage, the entire team gets shut down, and it starts with Texture just not
like
being
RRQ
able to
had a
really
bit of a read onto
expand
this one.
space and create space
Like
on the
insta
site.
starting on top of
Gen.G
the
holding a
box.
high angle, ready to combat any sort of util coming through. Because there's no breach, you're not in danger of a rolling thunder. Oh, okay. I don't see sites like that every day, but the Gen.G, I mean, they've been doing this entire series. They say, all right, you want info? Come out and get it, because that's when
still
RRQ
got drone.
oftentimes falters.
So
Despite not having
Droning
the
over
numbers, can
towards
RRQ
A.
stay
See if anyone's
true?
holding
They'll
it
take
with
out
one.
the drone, and Cushy will back off.
Push them back.
Yeah, a
Probably
little bit
pop up the
restless,
wall
right? I
now,
mean,
and then we
still
could just hit a
enough
site.
information to kind of double back in to hold out this A site. But Gen.G are so comfortable now.
Yeah, they are
playing
making
this
sure that
fashion.
no one's
Cushy might look to
overstepping.
use on Tristuri if they don't hear the tap until the 30-second mark. We'll see if the delay is going to be something they want to bank on. It could backfire.
30 seconds left.
We'll have to wait and see. Tap coming through. Not going to happen just yet. RRQ
When does the
holding
wall
on to
go
their
down
ultimates.
to actually get to back a site?
Oh. Still now though,
Whoa.
Cushy from the sides, able to find a bit of a double.
My God, he tanked.
He does
Ooh!
connect, but Carrot jumps ahead of it. Takes down straight
How
up,
is-
and it's all up to
how?
Cushy. 1-on-2, he tries to go in for that stick, but a little bit
Oh
smarter.
my God, he got half.
Half HP, half spike, but Karen out from the other sides. And
Yeah,
unfortunate for
sometimes
Cushy, despite his
sometimes that
best
happens in
efforts,
Valorant.
it's
I did the
just more
breach shot,
Cosmetic get the stun again.
and he gets
That was a
catapulted and one taps in
ridiculous
midair.
drop shot from Karon. Oh, we gotta see it. That has to be part of the replay match. We can't skip forward. We have to see it because. Okay, Cushies, that's great. Oh, we're gonna skip it. Oh,
skipped
that
it.
was so ridiculous. He gets launched forward.
I know.
He just instantly. It's a Rolling Thunder, a big ultimate use, and that's relief from Gen.G, not having to deal with that breach.
Stun is just a stun, and he's able to play outside of the box that way, despite the status effects. Now next
Yes.
round, and that's
It's criminal, chat.
right, a bit of spam through and inside of Garage as well. Gen.G still trying to look for some of these players.
Yeah, Xfero's still sticking with that judge, so really just saying, hey, my job is to
Munchkin
hold on
should
to
be
Garage no matter
super
what.
aware of this angle.
Trying to draw them in. 'Cause he
Like
hasn't died
Munchkin
just
should
yet.
be
It was the same
straight up
setup, so Gen.G
pre-aiming
suspects
this,
something is
move
up.
into the back
Just
to
don't
make
have
sure
that
his swing's good.
information just yet. There's a drone.
Yeah, there we go.
Instantly, the swing.
'Cause
Jemkin
that is
somewhat
the
ready
most
for it, but
common
the
thing that
drone, I
people
think,
do
might have
against
blocked
it.
one of the bullets as well. Meanwhile,
And
there's
they
Dr.
dodge the
Street.
ult.
Doesn't get any kills.
Yeah, trying to fish for it, but unfortunately, Gen.G quick to evade all of it. Now potentially maybe looking to tie up the score as 5 of them.
This guy
regroup
goes
back
down without
to
getting
look
2.
to
It's
find that
pretty
hit
much
against
done.
Cushy.
Okay, it's pretty much
There's
done
that
for this. So
kill.
they're going to
Texture
try
instantly trades back.
retake with a
And
judge.
that
Like,
A
this
side
guy's
opened
pretty
up as
wrecked.
well. Estrella might be in position, but
Especially if
Smoked
Viper
off.
gets over towards side.
You
Wait,
are
has
gonna
Viper
have
heard the
the
flank
credit, so
behind?
I imagine you
Okay.
go for another
Pick up
attempt
a
here.
change of gun.
Also would expect
I
another
think he's not
timeout
going to
from
expect a
Munchkin.
Viper here
Holding the
because
flank,
they normally
Xfero, not
turtle more on
suspecting it
sight
at
because the
all.
Viper puts smoke
Fault line will
down.
be used for an attempt, but Monyet, he just doesn't find any targets just yet. Waiting for Munchkin to re-peek onto it. Maybe he
This
gets
was impressive
taken
with
out
Gen.G
from
though, right? They
below.
lose Foxy 9
Texture,
and we
he's
just have
warming back up.
Munchkin doing the duties of
slowly but
Foxy 9.
surely,
He also has
it's
the
always been good
smoke
for those
lineup
kills up towards
from
top
this
heaven.
box, I think.
down to the last one
So
left, and
doesn't
that's
have to
gonna
be
the
on
save
site
for
to throw this.
RRQ. Gen.G. Oh, he went for the hunt.
Yeah, Texture, I mean, he was the only one that really was close to his ultimate. That's not filled up yet, so now 2 away from the overdrive. That could still be a big one. Wouldn't be surprised on a timeout, but either
Recon
to that
onto
A
short.
side.
Maybe think of different ways
Okay, we
for
fast
potentially
fake
not slide
this.
out, but right
You would
now,
think the Omen
all
ults
that
over towards
utility
heaven,
is
but the
just
Omen ult is
Texture all
actually
the
over
way through
towards
from the
spawn.
shadows towards the back of
Monyet,
spawn as well.
I respect.
Monyet sniffs it. Now he's
A lot of
looking out
respect for that.
Karen.
Now
At the
what?
same time, gets the read
And then
that the
insta
spike
ignores, goes
is
over
headed
towards site
onto
for
him.
the
So
flash
gets ready with the
swing.
paranoia. Flashes out, and everything
Dude,
connects.
Monyet
Launched
is
out the kill on
making
towards Foxy
some
9, and that's also
incredible
Karen getting
decisions.
slayed down by RQ.
Really great call from Monyet to get prepared over by C-Main, reading that it was an entire fake by the Neon. This is just RQ reading exactly what the plan was off of the from the shadows, then the sprint in from the Neon. Munchkin still gets a kill. There's still a chance. It's
Yeah,
Gen.G.
there's
2v4 at
there's a
full
big
health.
chance here
You have
because
pit available.
the Viper
of
ult,
time
if you
to
get
work
over
with
towards the
as
site, it's
well.
got to be appealing. This guy might get wrecked.
Players
No
on the
more.
other
Oh, he has
side,
another
but at
TP.
least with the recon,
And I think his mate
giving
shot the
more
recon that he did. I didn't see.
information that There are players out towards C.
So the turret is still watching A short, but not
Gotta
over to
be
A-Main.
gotta
No
be
sound
tempting to use the
yet.
Viper
This
ult.
should be the
Yeah.
pick used, I would assume. There's not
With the
really any
turret
better
watching
chance to use it on
short,
attack
they
against
might
that
think
Viper.
it's like a little play on short.
And I wonder
So
if RQ's going to have an answer
don't
for
have
it. They
too
don't
much
have the
info.
drone. They do have the recon.
And Jemkin alongside
Okay, this
Monyet
guy
as
clears
well,
short
so
as
it
well.
still is a lot
He
of
crosses
numbers
or
that
with
can
Viper
come
in
up
this
for
one.
trades. Munchkin still needing
because she has a
quite
recon.
bit of work despite the Viper's pit. Has the shorty, but plays and hugs
The call is to
closer
go
the
heavy
wall
heaven
instead.
with
It's gonna be a full
Jemkin
drop. They
sending out
recognize
with the
that
dash.
pit is only for a link.
Yo,
The
man.
spike, yeah, if it's planted on default, it's going to be outside of it.
Yeoman has a recon for when they go in.
Yo, man, they should have suspected the
Recon,
turret
recon,
picked him
recon. This
earlier on
recon
A
could be
short.
big
Now
if
they
it doesn't get
realize their
shot.
mistake. Munchkin, does he find the
Nice
timing?
shot.
Jemkin gets one. Munchkin, he peeks
Nicely
out and
handled, very nicely handled.
Fishing for the Viper in the pit. And RRQ
It
will
got a little
once
bit
again
scary. Like RRQ just handled it well by going all
not
heaven.
Find any targets. It's Killjoy set up once again on that A site. Lockdown available for Xferro.
Foxy 9 has his ult, Xferro has counter ult if they want that.
To try to reclaim that site. There's no Hunter's Fury on the other side, just lockdowns on both.
At least for now, just sensing that drone.
So Gen.G has the read, right? If the turret is here, that's really just hampering our ability to create these lurks with that toxic screen to mask that information. So now the question is thrown back to RRQ. Will you go for a reclear? Will you come back out into our sites? And Cushy answers with a drone first. Left a little bit open, but the alarm bot there to guard A main.
Yeah, got the run molly for that.
Okay, there it is.
Fair. Ooh, I think we're sending this. I think we are sending this one.
Presses on the offensive. Cushy inside the
Recovery was
smoke
good.
by Monyet.
Keep an eye on the ult. They gotta break it. Dude, Cushy owned it, and the fact that there is no pings anymore meant that when they're in the smoke trying to shoot it, they couldn't properly see it. And the last two got detained. Cushy played incredibly well. Shout out to Monyet, that smoke won him the round. But what a beast play this was on site.
Just look at how locked in he is, and there's the transfer. Match point for RRQ. Can they stay patient enough to finally get their...
With no sound as well. No sound, no util. They have no idea they insta-recleared this. This flank is fast. The Killjoy alarm bot is not placed down, chat. They have no idea. Foxy 9 in the biggest rounds hasn't put an alarm bot in. He puts it on the spawn, so it's on charge, in charge for Munchkin to watch behind. Ball's down, and now they kind of got to react by pushing spawn, though.
And the lockdown just by a bit more
Wait,
time.
the server all missed the ult. He got a kill, though.
Faster than RRQ, but the
Dude, he goes for the kill. I respect that.
RRQ finding the numbers against them.
Caron with the read.
He's gonna get hit by the
drone. He realizes it's a full wraparound as they didn't even care about the lockdown. Can he hold on to that smoke? Holding close range. They have to suspect this. It's a pinch coming in from Garage. Jemkin ready for it. Caron gets traded by Xferro. Texture alone in the backside. Foxy 9 now refilling it. Two members of Gen.G left up against the three. It's a crossfire. Estrella last alive as the IGL. Can he beat out Foxy 9? He cannot!
Holy Foxy, I think there's no time on it anyway.
Will breathe life back.
They're pinching. He might be right. If they speed up on short, he gets kills. If they go slow on short, he doesn't.
Straight in they go. But Cushy's there and ready to receive. Oh,
what is that?
Texture able to slide on through.
Texture does the weird headshot bug where your head's bobbing everywhere and he somehow full blind killed someone while sliding. And they wait for the smoke and Estrella can't get one. One yet? Okay, this kind of is the raid boss though, 26-16.
Two members, one standing in the cubby. One of them has to enter outside. Meanwhile, Spike still being held in hell. The patience from Gen.G waiting. And Jemkin also waiting himself.
Spike planted.
Did he spot him? Yo-Man seems to have. Waiting for it, waiting for a timing on the arrow. No, Gen.G doesn't know just yet.
Boy.
Munchkin spots him, they know it's Heaven.
You got to speed up as well somehow.
There's so few options. Can you pick up a rifle here right at the entrance? They're ready for it. They realize that he doesn't have much of an option. Munchkin swings out, and it's overtime. We go again.
Okay. Whoa. He slid into it, Chad. He got an extra. He got another 120 damage as well. He insta-popped the slide to get there early. That was kind of sick, to be fair. Dude, that's a big investment these days. The one slide takes down smokes as well, instantly goes towards Heaven.
Oh, he hides away. Drone hasn't spotted him yet. It will now, and he gets pushed out. That's the
Okay, they do leave sight though.
But they have no smokes to delay the retake, so they will have to
fight.
fight.
They go wall to retake.
Fight is what they do best.
If you have wall to retake, do they do like a one-way of the smoke? I don't even know.
That angle on the boxes, ready for the recons as well. Drone comes out first. Who's ready to eliminate that information? Jemkin will get spotted. Nano Swarm gets popped. Second one cleared.
Time continuing to tick. The rest of the team holding up for the
flash
short,
recon
just
combo. Omen flash goes in, recon at the same time, passing in under, missed the recon. It's unlucky for Gen.G. He tried to one-shot the recon, missed. I think he like was already adjusting for the people jumping out of heaven. A great retake. The other two, if RRQ lose, with Chobrin will be incredible. Yeoman does tank a good amount of damage. Down to half.
A dangerous position if he drones here. There's no backup, but there's no one to follow up from Gen.G just yet. Counter drone being used. They recognize the elevation. Gen.G gonna have to show that he's dropped. Oh, look at the fast clears. Gen.G, they've picked things up. They struggled a lot with that macro, but now both sides pressured already.
Okay, pressure
RRQ
over
doesn't
towards
have
short.
much of an option but to hold the default.
Did he? I think he was late, right? He didn't see him cross back. So that for sure is going to keep two people here. We don't have the fast reclear like we had earlier. Smoke goes all the way over towards spawn. As soon as they see this flying through the air, though, they should know.
It's meant to delay.
And they could stun through Garage, right? Where are we? There's a stun. They could stun Garage and swing.
Smokes as well.
Oh, double smokes back as Saint. On Yet still has his Omen flash. Karen still has his Omen flash. They both go out. That recon. The recon's done it. They Omen flash recon. Dude, the Omen flash recon won on both rounds.
But it's going to be Karen with 3! The rookie is back, no longer a rookie. Experience under his belt, already an international trophy, and he holds close.
Hey, man,
Could it be the ace to close things out? He gets the spray, eventually falls.
Okay, dude, what an absolute game this was. I feel so bad for RRQ, but they had their chances.